you guys have seen my great PlayStation 5 controller disappearing act. So anyways, boys, I was going to say we are going to tag everybody up here. Excel's causing me a little bit of problems, so I can't get it open where I normally have the list to tag everybody. So I'm going to tag based off of the screen itself. So let me get everybody tagged, and then we'll roll with the break. Sorry for it being like almost 45 minutes late. Was on the phone with my grandfather. Then I wanted to restart my computer because it seemed like it was just going through the mud, and I didn't want it to crash like it did the other night. So I'd rather be safe than sorry, if I'm being honest when it comes to that. So I had to restart the computer and get everything back up. But I appreciate everybody's patience. Hopefully everybody had a good Father's Day. I was going to say, if you haven't, get into the, if you're a father, get into the Father's Day giveaway. I don't think we're up close to 70, but we definitely, I think, hit over the 35 threshold. So we'll have at least 2 giveaways. If we do get up over that 70, we'll obviously have 3 boxes given away. I don't know if we'll get up over 70 people or not. I know that was probably a little bit overzealous. It was a minor, giveaways for me, I look at them in a slightly different way. I don't mind giving stuff away, first off. Most of you guys should know that. Been in the group long enough. I don't have any problem as long as the support goes both ways. However, I was kind of making sure that people were still alive in the group. I've seen a lot of guys that were getting a lot of breaks early on in the group. I haven't seen in a while, so I know they're at least seeing stuff in the group. Don't have to get in stuff. At least I know people are still alive. I was gonna say, because sometimes I don't even know if the people are in there or not, and then I don't want to invite them. I know somebody like Ray Boren was in here for a while, asking for lower breaks. I make lower breaks, and he bounced. And then I thought he left because Matt Hogue left by accident. So I thought he maybe got kicked out too by accident, but I think he blocked me or ignored me. I don't know. Whenever I try to add Ray back, I know there's a couple other guys that were in the group that either left or just weren't in the group at all. Normally I don't try to invite anybody back. Like if you leave, you leave. It is what it is. I'm not gonna beg for anybody to be in here. But all right. This aside, definitely gonna need the lint roll after the boxes. Either way, get this sticker off. Not that my address is hidden or anything. It's kind of weird because Topps used to go, you can't see it, but Topps used to have like the barcode scan, like imprinted on the boxes. They since switched to stickers, which is goofy. But we got my man Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben bought the card. You can see the 2 different cases. I'll empty out both of the cases. I'll crack. You guys want to do Series 1 or Series 2 first? You guys let me know while I grab some more sleeves and top loaders, and then I'll crack that one case, pull out all 12 boxes. I'll open the other case right now, and then I'll put it on the floor. Actually, I'll leave it sealed and just put it on the floor, and then we'll open it whenever it's time for that series to be open. But you guys let me know if you want Series 1 or Series 2 first. I'll go grab some more sleeves. We got 1 vote for Series 1. Could be the winner. Max Participation Trophy. Oh, we'll roll with Series 1 first. That's fine. So this box is going to be Series 1. This one's Series 2. So we'll open up the Series 1. Good old Julio on there. We'll open up the Series 2 too. It's not like I'm going to run in the back and grab another case just so you guys know that it's here. And that's actually Series 2 with good old Aaron Judge on it. I don't have the table space to put 24 boxes on there, so we're going to put this one and just set it on the floor next to me for right now. Gonna be 12 silver packs in Series 1, 12 hits. Will be the same exact thing in Series 2. We'll see what we get. The hobby boxes in Series 1 were the odds were not the best, I'll be honest with you, when it comes to certain things. For Series 2, it seems like the odds are better. A lot of people are trying to say hobby boxes have better, like, parallel hits than the jumbo boxes. I don't know if I can agree with that argument. But what are you going to do? There's a couple teams left in the Bowman break. If we do feel that, I'll break it tonight if people are waiting. I don't know if people have off because of the government holiday or not, but I don't have anything to do other than go to the shop and wait for FedEx and UPS to come. FedEx is dropping off 6 more cases of Series 2 jumbos. So on a Series 2 jumbo full case tomorrow. What else? There is a random 25 spotter, 2 boxes, 2 jumbos that's up right now. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, really announcement-wise. Tribute comes out the 23rd, which I believe is next Friday. But like I said, we got Cal Ripken Jr. here giving a nice rub on the boxes. We kind of did a little introduction with him in the beginning. Good luck to everybody in the break. So if you're not familiar with the Series 1 checklist, we'll go check it out. Sure, Austin or somebody can drop a link real quick that should be watching. I was going to say silver pack. Actually full silver, not a... Definitely wasn't thinking I have to go grab a container to put all this stuff in. After we finish the first box. How's everybody's Father's Day? Pretty good or not so good? I don't need a Series 1 checklist. That was more if anybody was curious that doesn't remember the checklist, that wasn't looking it up. I know what's in here. I was just Rutschman, Batty, Harris, Grisham. This has Tristan Casas if you're a Red Sox fan in it. Yoshida's in Series 2. I'm waiting for that tribute checklist. The tribute checklist could either be absolutely disgusting with the rookie class they have, or it could be a little I'm hoping the reason why Tier 1 and Inception's taken so long to come out is that the checklist is a full checklist for Inception, because some of those Inception cards are disgusting. I mean, I don't know what the design's going to look like this year, but you look at like 2020 and 2021 Inception with some of the patches in there, especially like some of the Bohm stuff or some of the Carlson. Some of those Inception parallels, just the design. Last year's design was okay, but last year's Inception was kind of weak because they didn't have a they didn't get, like, Julio wasn't in the product yet, because I mean they kind of slacked a little bit in Series 1 and Series 2. But Tribute should have a huge checklist, because they I mean, obviously if cards are in Series 2, they planned at the beginning of the year that they were in Series 2. Maybe somebody like Jordan Walker or Volpe got added a little bit later on plans, but for the most part, they added them right away. We have Javier Baez on the 1988. I'm actually going to take some of these stands and put them up here so they're out of the way, so that I can put Base cards right there. Slide this over. It's also like the same configuration. There's going to be like a 1988 or an insert of some sort like in the middle of the 14 cards that are in the deck. Here was one of the better looking inserts in in Series 1, the Ohtani Greatest Hits. Get a little bit of shine in there. I have Daza on the foil. Suzuki on the 1988. Ezekiel Duran on the 1988. I don't know how else to explain it. Series 1 cards are always like, the paper's like dry. I don't like, it doesn't slide as well as Series 2 does either. I don't know how else to explain it. 1-2 punch, Manoah, the rookie baller, and Gosman. He'd probably have a rookie card if this was Donruss. Toronto Blue Jays. I should probably stop disrespecting Manoah like that too. Why are these all some backwards cards for no reason because it's Series 1? Oh. Obviously we prefer an auto here like the one we got last night, but we got an Adley Rutschman relic. Going to the Orioles. Going to Brian Ward in the O's. Got Salvador Perez on the 1988. Got 143 out of 300 advanced statistics, Mike Trout. Nice hit for the Angels and Tom Giuliano. I think flagship Series 1 or Series 2 might be Tom's favorite sets after the last couple days. He pulled an Ohtani autograph out of a blaster himself. Welcome to the club, Willie Mays. And that he pulled that he pulled the Rutschman patch auto last night and the personal, and then tonight gets the out of 300 Trout. Which I know Trout's not like a rookie or anything, but anything Trout that's numbered as has value. I have Corbin Burns on the Brewers. I have Julio Urias for the Dodgers. Get this Blue Jays foil sleeved up as well. How you doing, Josh? How was your Father's Day? Greg Maddux on the Aces. All Aces, Carlos Rodon for the Giants. There was a base Rutschman right there. Ooh. I'm waiting for the Pirates to trade Mitch Keller to the Yankees for a bag of pucks. Corbin Burns. 8/22 out of 2023 for the Brewers. Because there's no way Keller's staying on the team in the trade deadline this year. Guarantee they try to trade him for something. He's pitching way too well to stay a Pirate. We have O'Neal Cruz on the greatest hits of 2022. I think this is the one with the exit velo is what this is based off of. One where he hit like the ball 122 miles an hour and dented the outfield wall. He didn't actually dent the outfield wall, but it sounds much cooler when you say it that way. Got Harris's base. Nestor Cortez on the 1988. Oh, nasty Nestor. We have Juan Soto, DL Hall, Randy Johnson, and Tyler Freeman. That's the first hobby box of Series 1. Like I said, let me go get a container to put these in. It's crazy, too, how Julio went from being, like, the biggest chase in all of baseball to, like, no one really talking about him. Then again, Ellie kind of did that in, like, a week. I mean, Ellie De La Cruz. I still think Ellie De La Cruz is going to headline a lot of the products next year as a rookie, but I should say as a rookie card. Still think he's an exceptional talent, but I think he's a lot more like O'Neal Cruz than people want to admit. Talking about Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, I mean, obviously superstars are good for the hobby. Superstars don't do much. If I'm being honest, I mean, I guess they help some for breaks, but it always makes like the teams a little bit imbalanced, if I'm being honest. Oh, boy. Kyle Bradish on the camo. 23 out of 25 going to the Orioles. Love to see the load numbers. One better looking parallels. Obviously, it's Bradish's second year, even though in Heritage, apparently he was a rookie again this year. Which was goofy, but nice out of 25. Got Juan Soto on the Greatest Hits 2022. We're going to have a Miguel Cabrera relic card going to the Tigers. And Brian Ward, which was one of the last teams on the Miggy. Brian gets some of that closer's love right now. Got a 1988 Torque, which I don't know if Torkelson will ever get it together. And I have some autos of his. I never really collect Torque big. I mean, I pulled a couple things of Torque, and I should have probably just sold them whenever he got called up, because he has not lived up to the hype by any means, which is unfortunate, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have money invested in him. We have Verlander and Scherzer. Got Nolan Ryan on the 1988. But yeah, super. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people disappointed in Torque. Justin Verlander in the 1988. There's a Rutschman base. We have Dylan Cease for the White Sox. Michael Grove on the silver. We have Ozzie Albies on the 1988. So I'm going to say Barry Larkin, the 30-30 club member. I think he did it once or twice. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see more 20-20, 30-30, maybe even some 40-40 club guys. I don't think we'll get any 50-50 club guys. Maybe J-Rod has a chance if he does live up to the potential at some point in time, but I don't think we'll see a lot of it. We have 1988 Barry Larkin for the Reds. We have Brendan Rodgers on the silver foil. There's Vaughn Grisham. I have a 34 out of 199 Christian Yelich on the red foil. Going to the Brewers. One-two punch, Bays and McClanahan. The Angels silver foil. Got J-Ram on the home run guest challenge card. have Tristan Casas on the 1988 going to the Red Sox. And Rob. Aaron Nola on the Aces. Let's see what the second silver pack brings us. We got Derek Hall, Francisco Lindor, Mookie Betts, and Ken Griffey Jr. Is the second box. I wish we could get that Bowman filled. Like I said, I think there's 3 teams left. Maybe I'll try to run 2 minis for it and see. That might have to be the strategy because it's been open a little bit longer than I like. I thought whenever James took that took the Diamondbacks that it was just gonna snowball, but snowballed a little bit, not quite enough to get it filled though. McCormick on the silver foil. One-two punch Glavine and Maddox for the Braves. Luis Robert home run derby challenge. Should be a 1988 George Brett. The Royals. All Aces Sandy Alcantara. Hunter Green on the 1988, the gunslinger. I was gonna say, that dude still throws so hard. Man, the Reds have some good pitching too. I think Graham Ashcraft got hurt though, if I'm not mistaken. Nathaniel Lowe on the orange foil. Got Bobby Abreu in the 30 for 30 club for the Phillies. Some people forget how good Bobby Abreu was in his absolute prime. Got Alec Bohm on the silver foil for the Phillies. Wade Boggs in a 1988. You have all aces Nolan Ryan. Rangers, Teoscar Hernandez obviously is now a Mariner, but a Blue Jay. On that card, that's what he is. That's what he was last year. We have a 116 out of 199. Christian Yelich, former MVP for the Brewers. VR right there. Giants. Manny Machado on the 1988 in their City Connect jerseys. David Wright for the Mets. Got Anthony Rizzo, 1988 for the Yankees. The best pure hitter in baseball right now, Luis Arraez, going to the Twins. Still can't believe the Twins just gave this guy up. 1374 out of 2023. How do you feel about that, Austin? How do you feel about a guy that might hit 400 this year? The Twins just... Because they traded him, right? They didn't even, like, it wasn't a free agent thing. They traded that guy. They traded him, if I'm not mistaken. We have Gunnar Henderson on the greatest hits of 2022. Maybe I'm wrong about the erasing. He didn't. Maybe he walked, but I thought they traded him. '88 Byron Buxton. I mean, you guys had to have some decent trades because you guys got Sonny Gray, right? So we're going to get a parallel in the silver pack here. We got Chipper Jones, Rafael Devers, Julio Rodriguez, and Yordan Alvarez on the purple. It's going to be number 30 out of 75. Going to the Astros and Steve. on the Yordan Alvarez. Man, the pitch clock this year has really jacked up some pitchers, though, from what it looks like. Some of the better pitchers. Yeah, when you have a big-time power lineup, you need a table setter. Or really just a guy that puts a ball in play, which is important. Let's get into box number 4. We got 2022 Greatest Hits Mike Trout. Have Kikuchi on the Kikuchi. I can't remember how to say the back end of his name. So we're going to get our first autograph, and it's going to be Baseball Stars Peyton Burdick. Just going to be the base to the Marlins. And Charles Martin. On the Peyton Burdick. Got Clayton Kershaw in the 1988. All Aces Max Scherzer. A 1988 Tony Gwynn. 1-2 punch Musgrove and Darvish. I really thought the Padres were going to sign Bauer, to be honest. Musgrove's glove in that reminded me of some of the gloves that Bauer has in Japan. We got Willie Mays. Kichi for the Blue Jays. I have Adley Rutschman on the 1988 going to Bryant. Say Ronald Acuna Jr. in a 30 for 30 for the Braves. Little disappointed in Michael Harris this year too. Yeah, Pete Alonso in 1988, and I know he started the year off injured, so I'm assuming that's part of the reason why he's struggling. He's probably still banged up a little bit, but man. Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff. But I don't think there's that baggage anymore with Bauer, to be honest. Have Bobby Witt Jr. I think a lot of it had to do with he was pissing off Major League Baseball with the sticky stuff, and he kind of got like blackballed on purpose. We have Ryan Sandberg. Like, he messed up himself, but I think a lot of it would be... We have Michael Chavez. You talking about Michael Harris? I thought you were talking, I was like, because Trevor Bauer has been tearing it up in the Japanese league the last 2 or 3 outings, too. So you're talking about Bauer. Because he has like a whole... 1530 out of 2023. His whole YouTube channel is just his experience in the NPB, which it's some of the way the Japanese league works a little interesting. Got all aces, Carlos Rodon. We have Ricky Henderson, Oscar Gonzalez, Wander Franco, and Ethan Small. It's kind of crazy how much people chased Wander last year, and he's kind of been silent on the hobby side of things this year, but he's been making a lot of noise in actual baseball. Box number 5 here. box number 5. Good luck to everybody. Got Paul Goldschmidt on the 45 out of 76. Stars and stripes to the Cardinals. Some more closing luck for Brian Ward. It's a nice Goldie hit right there. By the way, when Topps Chrome eventually comes out this year, keep your guys that you think are going to win MVP. They're doing a buyback, and this year I will do the buyback. If it's pulled, you can give you guys whatever, $20 break credit if you want to submit the stuff to me, and I'll send it off to whoever. Whoever's running it this year. I don't know if it'll be Topps or if it'll be COMC again. Got Max Scherzer and Steven Strasburg for the Nationals. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1988. Blue Jays. Ohtani. Ohtani's been so good this year. I don't think there's anybody else that can win the AL MVP, and I think Alvarez probably wins it if Ohtani's not around. Jordan, that is. Got Paul Goldschmidt on the 1988. Welcome to the show, George Brett. 2020 club. Like I said, we'll probably see more of that now with the bags being bigger and the pitch clock. Now, welcome to the welcome shower for Buxton on the silver. Schwarber on the home run challenge. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the 1988. Mookie Betts on the 1988 here. Guy's always smiling. So one of the best baseball players in the league for sure. Super talented. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the greatest hits of 2022. Major League Material, Mike Trout, piece of his bat. Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the 1988, and then we got Kim on the silver foil. Have Shane Bieber on the all aces. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Shut the mic for a second because ain't nobody want to hear that. We have Aaron Nola on the silver. Brendan Rodgers in 1988. Last bit of box number 5 here. 30 for 30 club Mike Trout. Thank you. I appreciate that, Austin. You have Vlad Guerrero Jr., Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, and Chris Bryant. And these have all been a little bit off center, which is always a little disappointing. And the box number 6. Nah, man, the silver packs in the Series 2 have been pretty beautiful, man. I'm not going to lie. They've been pretty well centered. Not always perfect, but they have not been as bad as they were in Series 1. Goes to show just this one. We'll see. We can compare. Again, a Series 2 case. Well, yeah, the well-centered ones, the people are sending the PSA. There has not been any crazy Rangers yet, but really, the Rangers are going to shine. I mean, Ezekiel Duran is good, but the Rangers shine in more in Series 2 with Josh Jung. Although Duran's been playing pretty well this year, unless his numbers have gone down in the last month or so. I haven't really checked in on him in a little bit. I'll really look into the guys that are on the tribute checklist to kind of see what the prices of things should be. It's just hard for Duran to fetch a lot of money because in general, he's just overshadowed by another rookie on the same team as him, which hurts. It's like Vaughn Grisham. Vaughn Grisham, if he was not on the Braves with Michael Harris, I think that his well, maybe not, because the Braves keep dicking around with him, sending him up and down, but I think there'd be more hype around him if he wasn't on the same team as Michael Harris in the card community. We have Julio Rodriguez on the greatest hits of 2022. Ourselves our second autograph card of the box. Turin Favre for the Orioles and Brian. Closer's luck fails sometimes, but it's not failing Brian right now. I mean, Brian does have a good amount of teams in this, but we have Luis Robert on the 1988. We have Carlos Rodon on the 1-2 punch. Emmanuel Clase with his 100-mile-per-hour cutter on the silver for the Guardians. We're going to get a home field advantage. Jose Altuve going to the Astros and Steve. Robbie Coleman's favorite player. Jose Altuve, a.k.a. Aaron Judge Daddy. Happy Father's Day to him. I was going to say. Riley Green in a 1988. Max Fried. We have Vinny Pasquantino. I mean, yes, they are nice, but they're also just a direct ripoff of a Downtown. Do I think Topps needed to do something to like add a little bit of flair to their stuff when it comes to like hits, like case hits or like random hits? 100%. Do I think they need to steal that idea? Sure, why not? I don't care. I was going to say, but it's definitely a direct ripoff of Downtowns. We have Shohei Ohtani in 1988. My dog is having nightmares right now. He's just barking at himself in his sleep. I mean, Downtowns are licensed in other sports. We have Ronnie Garcia. They don't do baseball Downtowns, do they? I know they do college campus stuff for baseball, but that's still licensed. We have Welcome to the Show, Vladimir Guerrero. Speaking of unlicensed, we're going to have a mixer tomorrow. Panini 3 and 2 comes in. We're going to pull ourselves some rookie card Jackson Holidays. Let's see. We have Cal Ripken on a 1988. Yeah, everything's shipped out. I was going to say... the only thing that's not shipped out is the Series 2 from Break 5 to Break 9. Those are going to ship out tomorrow. We have Walker Buehler and Urias on the 1-2 punch. But anything before that has shipped out. As well as the 2 football breaks will ship out with that. The Select Football Break and the Dunruss multi-year. We have Nolan Arenado on the Home Run Challenge. It's going to be probably in a mixer. I only got 6 boxes of it, so it's only 5 cards. I'm probably not going to do them by themselves. Jackie Robinson, 1988. Like I said, like I was telling Mike McGarity earlier, finally should be able to get back to some decent mixers, too, because some damn products finally coming out. We got Yordan Alvarez on the blue going to the Astros. On the 2022 greatest hits. Corbin Burns for the Brewers. See what the silver pack brings us. Cardinals pitcher Liberatore, Kyle Stowers, Alex Bregman, and Favre. Yeah, a lot of stuff will probably be dropped off to people's houses on Tuesday because the holidays Monday. So I think they're still maybe moving stuff in the background. I don't know. I was punching a lot of stuff in if you weren't on the West Coast or west. If you weren't like west of Indiana, a lot of stuff was getting delivered Tuesday. Well, the biggest thing with the prospect mixers is nothing like Leaf hasn't come out with anything. Like Dunrust stopped making stuff, I was gonna say, and then Leaf hasn't come out with anything, so. I mean, I have cases of every Leaf release that's coming out. Oh boy, that's... just a thick patch. I mean, we have a prospect mixer up right now. That Bowman, it's a mixer. It's of prospects. Well, in general, just I didn't order Vivid Baseball or whatever because the order sheet, when I put in my order, they never responded back to me. So I mean, I ordered some, but they never responded back to me, so I didn't get it. I technically ordered, I asked for 10 cases of Trinity. They said they're going to give me 5, and then Brian said he's going to give me 1. So I don't know if I'm getting 5 or 1 of those. I mean, I'm always okay buying more Trinity off of DealerNet because everyone's always sells it pretty cheap in general. What'll be nice is if Trinity comes how the other Leaf stuff has come already top loaded. That would be nice, but we'll see what happens. $324 out of $499 for the Reds on the green foil and Joey Votto. And Steve. 2022 greatest hits on the Albert Pujols. Got Don Mattingly on the 1988. Have Shane Bieber and Tristan McKenzie on the 1-2 punch. Buddy Kennedy on the silver. You know who's actually, man, some of the Ranger players are having really good seasons. Like, I was looking up Leody Tavares' numbers. Man, that dude has a really good year going on. We have Christian Yelich. And I remember everyone was calling him a bust a couple years ago in 2021 product. Luis Castillo. You got Christian Yelich on the City Connect. Honestly, a disappointing memorabilia to be the lone hit in the hobby box. This is the stuff from Topps that pisses me off. The 1988 game or player worn or game used memorabilia in Series 2, whatever. I was gonna say at least it's a patch of like a jersey or something. A man-made patch is the only hit in the hobby box. Is dumb. We have Alex Bregman in the 1988. Hey, how you doing, Dustin? We have Will Clark on the 1988. We have Kevin Kiermaier. I might be there around 10 a.m. I got to double check because we got to go drop off the I could go drop off my Sonata to the dealership in Dundalk because there's something wrong with the engine again. Welcome to the club, Willie Mays 2020. Got Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. So it really just depends how long it takes me to go to the dealership, drop it off, and come back. Got Ricky Henderson on the 1988. Got Roger Clemens and Andy Pettitte. Matthew Liberatore on the 1988. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message tomorrow and let you know what time I'm going to be there. We have Shane McClanahan. I have to go get the other car we have registered and plates on it because it's my wife's car from like high school and college that we gave back to her father. And then he gave it back to us and had Jersey plates on it, so they expired. So I gotta get Maryland plates on it. We have JJ Bleday, but they're not open tomorrow because of Juneteenth. Caleb Killian, Buxton, and Derek Hall. So the plan was originally to go get the Civic we have, get plates on it tomorrow, right after the dealership, or get the plates for it, but I don't know how that's going to work now. Probably have to do it Tuesday or Wednesday. So that was box numero 7. All right. To box number 8 here. Yeah, you get down the street a little bit from the shop, it can get a little rough. We got the all aces, Justin Verlander for the Stros. $57 out of 199 on the Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks on the black border, and that's going to Robbie Coleman. Bro, that don't even look like Corbin Carroll. I mean, I know that's him, but holy hell, they don't look like him. I mean, I'm a Pirates fan, so I don't know who the hell the Orioles are getting at the deadline. I was gonna say, nah. I'm assuming they're gonna trade Joey Westburg for some sort of pitching. Is what I'm assuming is gonna happen. I'm assuming that's why Westburg hasn't been called up. We have Buster Posey. Got Mike Trout on the silver foil. We're going to have Jose Canseco.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Pittsburgh originally, so yeah, I'm definitely a Steelers fan. I was gonna say. We have Randy Arozarena on the 1988. We have Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. Got Freddie Freeman on the 1988. Cedric Mullins in the 30 and 30 club. I mean, I'll cheer for the Orioles, but most of my friends don't allow me to claim them. We got Juan Soto, the home run challenge. We got Julio Urias on the 1988. Especially because when I got stationed here in the Air Force, they were like in the playoffs. So, yeah, a lot of people didn't like me, just didn't want me to cheer for the Orioles and like jump on the bandwagon or whatever. Because when I came here was like prime Chris Davis, not Aaron Jones. What's his name? The dude that played center field, Adam Jones. It's like prime Adam Jones, Chris Davis era. You have Yordan Alvarez on the greatest hits of 2022, and then we had that Bobby Witt Cup card. I have Carlos Correa for the Twins. Musgrove and Darvish on the 1 out of 299 going to the Padres. Black border going to Tom Giuliano. Roger Clemens and Mike Messina. Wander Franco on the 1988. Well, looks like we're going to get another parallel in the silver pack. We got Mike Trout, Vinny Pasquantino, Bo Jackson, Fernando Tatis Jr. on the blue, which is going to be something out of 150 for the Padres and Tom. $50 out of 150 for the Padres. You're talking about Liover Peguero? Nah, the Davis and the Adam Jones days were a little bit before Machado. Like, he caught the back end of them. Davis was, I think the year Davis hit all them home runs was like 2011 or 12. I think Machado came up 13 or 14. Machado was right after I think the playoff runs, if I'm not mistaken. I could be a little bit off there, but I think I'm correct. I mean, it's definitely a possibility that they could get Bieber and only give that up, but I think they'd have to give up a little bit more than that for Bieber. I don't know where the Guardians are at in the standings, though. I also don't believe a lot of random mock trades, because people put anything in mock trades and make it seem like either team would actually be interested in that. You know what's crazy, Austin? Is I priced the Diamondbacks less than like the Yankees and the Cardinals, because like the Yankees and the Cardinals each have decent chases in both of the products, like Series 1 and Series 2. The Diamondbacks really only have Corbin Carroll in Series 2. They don't really have like a big chase in Series 1, and then the only Corbin Carrolls in here, damn 1988 insert, and I don't even know if he has a 1988 insert other than the autograph, to be honest. If I'm being serious, so yeah. Definitely that's why the price was less for the Diamondbacks than for like the Cardinals, the Yankees, and one other team, the Orioles. So interesting that the autograph gets hit in Series 1 and not Series 2. Let's get into box number 9. We have Strasburg. The vintage stock 15 out of 99 future stars. Bryson Stott going to the Phillies. And George Myers. I don't think the Orioles make it to the. I don't think the Orioles have the pitching right now, unless they, like I said, unless they trade for an ace to make it to the World Series. To be honest, we have Nolan Arenado for the Cardinals. I mean, you never know in the playoffs, but I just don't think they have the depth in pitching. A really good bullpen, but you got to get to the bullpen first. We have Darryl Strawberry. JT Realmuto on the foil. Got Brian Hayes on the 1988. Ooh. Bob Gibson and Steve Carlton. Got Fernando Tatis Jr. on the Home Run Derby winners. You have Garrett Cole, 1988. We have Juan Soto on the 1988. Carlos Rodon on the silver foil. Got Freddie Freeman on the 2022 greatest hits. I have a 178 out of 199 Seth Brown baseball stars. For the Oakland Athletics. And Brian Ward. We have Duran on the 1988. .168 out of 199 for the Blue Jays Next Generation. A red foil. All Aces Joe Musgrove. So do the All Aces automatically get like 2s on the corner since they're rounded, or no, I'm joking. In 1988, Brett Baty for the Mets. So just making a terrible dad joke. We have Clayton Kershaw and Zach Greinke. Alright, let's get into the foil pack, or the foil pack, the silver pack. Paul Goldschmidt, Tony Gwynn, Clayton Kershaw, and Barry Larkin. All veterans are retired, guys. It's disappointing. Box number 10. Yeah, all the cards ship, Robert. Even when I run the Series 2 Jumbo breaks, all the cards ship. You just get random chunks of base. you actually end up with more because, like, when Tom was closing those breaks, like, Tom doesn't want his base, or neither does Matt Hogue, so you actually would end up with more cards than what you would have got with just your teams anyways. If I'm being honest, like... Nice hit here for the Orioles. Adley Rutschman on the green. Foil, 269 out of 499. I'm not going to lie. I know not everyone's getting hits in the case so far, but this case overall has been solid. Will Clark on the 1988. Got Corey Lee on the silver foil. For the Astros, 2020 Willie Mays. The home run challenge card, Carlos Correa. Ricky Henderson on a 1988. Welcome to the show, Jeff Bagwell for the Astros. Matthew Liberatore on the 1988. All aces, Shane McClanahan. Julio Rodriguez, 851 out of 2023. Going to the Mariners and Devin. Max Meyer on the 1988. Greatest hits, Mike Yastrzemski. Silver foil, Michael Harris. The Braves and Joseph Bryson. Have the memorabilia, Andy Pettitte. Going to the Yankees. And Steve. (1988) Josh Jung. Mookie Betts on the silver foil going to the Dodgers. Aces, Pedro Martinez. Bobby Witt Jr. in a 1988. Oh. Doesn't want to come off of being stuck to Nick Prado. We have Roger Clemens and Andy Pettit on the 1-2 punch, and that's going to be box number 10. I'm assuming that the mini for football probably closed. So I'll have to run that. I'll run the mini, I guess, tomorrow. Run that break tomorrow night. Press select. Get into the silver pack. Max Meyer, Nelson Velasquez, Correa, and Justin Verlander. Box number 11 here. No, he's not done for the season. He'll be back in like a month or two, I think. And he broke his ankle, so breaking an ankle, you're out for 8 to 12 weeks. So sometimes longer. I don't know if Austin's in here or not. Austin's normally pretty good at those times tables. Alright, let's get rolling into this 11th box of the Series 1 case. We got Sammy Sosa on the 30 for 30 club for the Cubs. Max Fried on the silver foil. Jose Abreu, 1988 for the White Sox. Got greatest hits on the Riley Green for the Tigers. Got Chris Bryant on the 1988. Byron Buxton on the blue, 1988. Going to Austin and the Twins. Joey Votto in the 1988. So we're going to get another autograph here. It's going to be baseball. Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to be a Baseball Stars autograph, but it is a Maddox and Schmaltz 1-2 punch. I thought we were going to get an autograph there. I have Home Run Challenge Adley Rutschman. Got Christopher Morel on the 1988 for the Cubs. Have an all aces Alek Manoah. Tyler Stevenson for the Reds on the Major League material. Actually, Stevenson kind of just under the radar in general. It's kind of crazy if you look at some of his numbers as a catcher. They're pretty dang good for a catcher, hitting wise. We have Ronald Acuna Jr. I mean, whenever it comes to breaking your ankle, like, because your ankle starts to get into your foot, like, all that stuff has such small bones in it, like, it's not even. We have Brett Baty. It's normally worse when you get in that ankle. Wrist is the same way. If you break a bone, like, you're probably breaking or turning more than one bone in there, so they got to reset, and then you got to rehab. There's a bunch of tendons and muscles in there. They got to rehab with the bones. We have Sonny Gray. Josh Staumont. I think that's what O'Neal Cruz is running into now, is because he broke his ankle. Like, he has to rehab his whole ankle, right? So I do agree, though. Like, if you snap your, like, tibia or fibia, it's definitely better than, like, popping an Achilles or, like, tearing your calf muscle. Once you get down in that ankle area, like, there's so many little bones in there. We have a 1909 out of 2023 for the Royals on the Max Castillo. Adam Wainwright and Jack Flaherty for the Cardinals on the 1-2 punch. Maybe box number 11. Got Tony Gwynn, Clayton Kershaw, Barry Larkin, and Shea Langeliers. Get into the last box of the Series 1 case. Series 1, oops. Get into the last box here. Hopefully we pull a nice autograph. Mookie Betts, 30 and 30 from when he's on the Red Sox. Yeah, Chipper Jones on the 1988. The Mets on the Mets Power Bat Victory. Silver foil. Albert Pujols. It'd probably take longer than that, to be honest. And I'm kind of speeding it up now. I wasn't going as fast as I could earlier. I mean, still not going as fast as I possibly could, but like I said, Series 1 doesn't slide as well as Series 2 is either, so it's really hard to like flip through all the cards without possibly skipping some. That's why I've been doing a little bit slower than I do Series 2. It does not like to slide. We got Rafael Devers in 1980. We got Heavy Lumber. Giancarlo Stanton for the Yankees and Steve Wachstein. Shohei Ohtani and Reed Detmers. Austin Riley. The home run challenge. Got Jeter Downs on the 1988. They have Graham Ashcraft on the foil. That's actually a really nice hit right there. You have Christian Yelich on the 1988 because until he got hurt, he looked really good. Mark Canha on the 2006 out of 2023. Going to the Mets. But yes, this break would 100% take a while if I read every single card. You have all aces. Luis Castillo. Okay, oh, I thought we were going to get Garrett Mitchell. Got Ethan Small for the Brewers. Still a rookie baseball stars. Going to the Brew Crew and Brian Ward. Autograph still better than memorabilia in my personal opinion. We'll put him to the side. Got Bregman on the 1988. Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees on the greatest hits of 2022. Got Don Mattingly for the Yankees, 1988. And I'll get another 1-2 punch combo here. Actually, I think I skipped backwards card. Oh, there actually just wasn't any inserts there. That's kind of crazy. Tristan McKenzie and Shane Bieber. We were talking about Shane Bieber earlier. Let's see what the silver pack gives us. It's going to be Brian Hayes, Josh Witkowski, Salvador Perez, and Don Mattingly. Going to be the Series 1 case. Overall, I thought the Series 1 case was pretty good. If you look at all of the hits combined, you got a Corbin Carroll autograph, you got a home field advantage, a nice numbered Rutschman. Seth Brown in the beginning of the year was killing, although I think it's Seth Brown's second year. It was a 5-7 split. 5 autographs, 7 memorabilia. The silver packs were a little dry when it came to autos, so that can always change in the favor too, right? The silver packs are random. So the silver packs were definitely not the best silver packs I've ever seen. Series 1 is a lot harder to hit in too, because Series 1 has a much larger print run than Series 2 does. I don't know if you know that or not. Like Series 1 has a stupid big print run. Let me move these cards to the side here. I'm just going to take these Series 2 hobbies and just pull them out from the case. I'm not going to slam the whole box back up to... I don't think there's any, like George is relatively newer, but I don't think there's any new guys even in the break. I mean, Rennie's new, but Rene is new, but... By the middle of the week, he'll trust me because he had some nasty stuff in his first football break. It's like a downtown, some nice autographs. So. Even if there wasn't trust built up between us, yeah, there will be by the middle of the week, so I'm not worried about that. All right, so bring back Al Cal here. Give him a nice rub on the boxes for good luck. Got to keep the traditions going. Let's get into the first box of Series 2. not going to fly through the boxes, but I'm definitely going to go a little bit quicker than I did in Series 1. We've been breaking Series 2. So, silver pack. Or I guess they should call them the black pack because it's not actually silver. Series 1 is actually silver. That pack is not silver. Man, these don't rip as good as the Series 1 packs. Okay, there we go. Nope. Come on, pack. Box number 1 of Series 2. Let's see how they compare. Let's see which one's better, Series 1 or Series 2. We're 2 hours into the break. I'm going to see if I can knock out the Series 2 case in an hour and 15 minutes. Alright. Good luck to everybody. We have Miles Mikolas. On the silver with Pete Alonso and the National League All-Stars. Oh man, the glide on these cards are like 10 times better than it is Series 1. So much better. I have Hunter Green on the Aces. It's like they're just like glossier. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, you guys will know whenever you guys take the cards out of the team bags. You got Julio Rodriguez on the 1988. I have a 543 out of 2023 going to the Pittsburgh Pirates on the Luis Ortiz. On Brian Ward. Got Kim. Chipper Jones relic. One of the Braves. Joseph Bryson. Bryce Harper on the All-Star National League. Ian Diaz on the silver for the Astros. Clayton Kershaw, favorite Sons of Texas. Ronald Acuna Jr. average home run trot because, you know, that's an important, significant statistic. Derek Jeter in the 1988. I wonder if I missed the 1988 then. I mean, they're all going to get discovered on. Nope, didn't miss anything. Didn't think I did, but. I have a 250 out of 499 Joey Gallo for the Twins on the green foil going to Austin. We pulled one the other night in Orlando. We have Mike Trout on the World Baseball Classic USA. We have Tavar on the 1988. .624 out of 2023, Jose Suarez. The Angels. Jock Peterson on the silver. Baez. Jackie Robinson on the National League All-Star insert. Mookie Betts on the Home Run Challenge. End of box number 1. Wilson Contreras, Yu Darvish, Ivan Herrera, and Mark Vientos. That's the first box of Series 2 down. Let's go to box number 2. Hoping we can get like a 6-to-6 autograph to memorabilia ratio, or at least 6 autos, even if one of them comes out of the silver packs. Be okay with that as well. Probably not. What time is it? Probably not. By the time I finish, it's going to be like 12:30. I got to make sure everybody paid. I would put money on it and not everybody's paid, Jonathan. Probably break it tomorrow night. I'm assuming the mini filled, right? Which I still got to even check payments for that, because when I started, I think there were still 2 spots left when I started breaking this, so Everyone paid in the mini. I'll run the mini tonight, and then we'll everybody select their teams, and we'll break the football probably either in the afternoon or early. Tomorrow night. Gonna put up minis for the we got Mookie Betts for that Bowman break too to get it to push it full, because I don't think anyone's taken the last 4 teams or whatever's left either, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna start it out with a mini tomorrow, early afternoon, to see if we can get a couple teams filled, and then we have Ronnie Hernandez there on the foil. We're gonna have Legend of the Game, Frank Thomas, and see what we can do with. Maybe it'll take 2 minis or fillers to fill. The only reason, I guess a lot of people don't know this, the reason I don't like running them is because some guy got mad that he wasn't winning in the minis or fillers and literally just reported the group for gambling. So, like, for a while, Facebook was, like, investigating the group. $7-11 out of 2023 for the Rays. We have Ryan Howard on the crowning achievements, 203 out of 299, home run and RBI leader for the Phillies. Because trust me, otherwise I would just run more minis and fillers when stuff gets stuck. It's just... Lou Gehrig. I mean, actually, I just hope that the group gets to where we're just consistently filling stuff where I don't have to worry about that at all. But when stuff gets stuck, I don't mind doing it. I just have to be cautious. We have Bryce Harper. There on the Sons of Florida, we have Aaron Judge on significant statistics, average exit velo of almost 96, which is actually really hard if every single at bat you have at least an average of 96. It's kind of stupid high. We have Corbin Carroll in the 1988. We have a 459 out of 499, David Hensley. Rookie green foil for the Stros. And Steve. Ronald Acuna Jr. Pedro Martinez on the 1988. Michael Toglia on the 689 out of 2023 for the Rockies. Austin Fishbach. Mookie Betts on the USA. We have Louis Varland for the Twins on the foil. Ted Williams on the American League All-Star. Austin Riley for the Home Run Derby Home Run Challenge. Oh, baby, we're going to get at least a parallel. Carlos Rodon, Senga, Kyle Tucker, and we have a 137 out of 150, Jonathan Aranda on the Blue Mojo for the Rays, and Rene on the Aranda. Nice hit there. Box number 3 here. Series 2. Alright, let's get rolling here. We have Jurickson Provar. Get ourselves an autograph, and it's going to be for the Philadelphia Phillies. Bailey Falter. George Myers. On the Baseball Stars. Shohei Ohtani, the American League All-Stars. And Don Mattingly, Legends of the Game. For the Yankees. I have a 39 out of 99. Jesus Aguilar. For the Athletics. That's going to Brian Ward. Ronald Acuna Jr. Have hard hits at 95 miles an hour or higher, 265 of them. See, those aren't actual hits, that's just contact. Christian Walker on the silver foil. Oscar Gonzalez on the 1988. We have a 1492 out of 2023 Luis Severino. Man, he could never really get his career going, huh? Too many injuries. Just hurt every year. Sandy Alcantara for the Dominican Republic. Riley Green on the home run challenge. Xander Bogaerts on the silver foil for the Padres. Nestor Cortez on the Aces. DL Hall on the 1988. Roansy Contreras 128 out of 199 on the red foil Future Stars for the Pirates. Yeah, Lars Nootbaar. Mike Trout on the 1988. And let's get into the silver pack. Once again, it looks like we got a card reversed. We have Sandy Alcantara, Kerry Carpenter, Eloy Jimenez. With 3 out of 25, Albert Pujols on the orange. Going to the Cardinals and Brian Ward. Now the Cardinals fans that didn't pick up their team gonna regret it. I was gonna say the out of 25. Albert Pujols, 3 out of 25. Nice hit there. Even if it's the fat old version of Pujols. Love to see it. On the foil pack. I was actually surprised that the Cardinals didn't get taken because you have Walker in Series 2 and Series 1 you have Nolan Gorman, who everyone thinks has a chance to win the National League Rookie of the Year. I don't know if he's eligible to win Rookie of the Year or not. But either way, Nolan Gorman's tearing the cover off the ball. Figured that would be one of the first teams off the board. They end up being last, and Brian gets some more closer's luck. Box number 4. let's get rolling here. We have Jake Fraley on the silver. Harry Ford on the Great Britain card. 49 out of 50, Nolan Ryan for the Rangers. Going to Robert Sellers. $49 out of 50 on the memorabilia. American League All-Star. Mike Trout on the American League All-Star insert. Yeah, all aces, King Felix. Greg Maddux on the National League All-Star. Yeah, significant statistics, Jose Trevino. Catcher framed run saves. Some of those significant statistics are absolutely stupid. No one cares about how well a catcher frames the ball. We got Spencer Steer, at least not in the sports card world. Real life, like if you're a fan of the Yankees, great. He's a great defensive catcher. We have 133 out of 300 on on the advanced statistics. Andres Jimenez. Going to the Guardians and Steve. We have Alejandro Kirk, 1914 out of 2023 to the Blue Jays. And Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. We have Nolan Arenado for the National League. Let me make sure I didn't miss any All-Stars there that didn't get cited. I don't think I did. Nope, that was just a really dry, like, 2 packs. Huh, interesting. We have Carlos Correa for the Twins. Johnny Bench on the Legend of the Game for the Reds. Adley Rutschman on the 1988. 177 out of 299, Martin Maldonado, talking about good defensive catchers. Orange foil. Steve. 37 out of 299. Masataka Yoshida going to the Red Sox and Rob. I know it's not the Yoshida, and everyone wants to know he's looking for a Yoshida autograph, but World Baseball Classic Japanese Yoshida will have to suffice for right now. We'll see if we can get him an auto later in the break. Miguel Cabrera. Got Lance Lynn on the silver foil. Justin Verlander in 1988. Austin out of left field again, just randomly pops back in. He must be like, I'm sure you're doing something else or like watching passively or whatever else, but just got Spencer Steer, Jordan Diaz, Will Brennan, and Alec, the rookie baller Manoah. heard he's going to get called up soon. Everybody get your first Bowman ready from 2019 draft. Probably going to come out just throwing straight heaters. Probably be problematic. Let's see. Hey, Randy. How you doing, buddy? You had a good Father's Day? Nah, dude. I'm just giving you shit. I was going to say. You watch way more than most people do, so... I mean, I get that the Father's Day thing today was a giveaway, but I definitely think I'm going to start using the @everyone button. If I lose members, we lose people that aren't the most active. I think that's just what I'm going to do. Not every single break, but definitely probably a quick recap at the, like, once I drop everything for the day, I think I'm going to add everyone. If it's only one break, I'll do just that break, but... I think I'm definitely going to do a daily opens breaks thing and try to do a little bit earlier. I appreciate that, Randy. To try to... I don't even know if it's that people aren't seeing the break. I just don't know if the right people are seeing the break. Because the post reach hasn't been great. But I feel like there's people like Eric Sandquist that don't even see the break post at all. Like, I feel like he would definitely get in some of the football stuff. Like, I bet instead of running that mini, if I would have messaged Eric, maybe not today, because I'm sure he's with his kids, like, because his kids are older, so I'm sure they came back for Father's Day. But I was gonna say if I would have messaged him and been like, hey man, the 49ers are opening this football break, he probably would have took them. But I don't know if he's seeing the football break post, like, or if he doesn't see them for 2 days later, like, that doesn't help anybody. It made me think of that. It made me think about talking about it just because Randy came in. I don't know if you go by Randy or Randall. Obviously, I just shorten your name to Randy because with your last name and Randall, it's just too long. And I guess I could just put R. Abernathy, but... I do have to ask, is your son the third? Or did your wife not let you do it? I was going to say, I mean, my son's the second, but I definitely had to have a knockout, drag-out fight for like a week about it. We just couldn't really come up with a good boy's name that we could agree on. She didn't want him to be a junior, though, so that was what the real... I mean, I could see doing that, like, the argument of I didn't want to do that to them, like, if you were a bad human being. But in general, I mean, I don't know you too much personally, but I would assume you're not a terrible human being, so... Like, I feel like kids look up to their parents unless their parent isn't in their life, if that makes sense, so... You could just be like George Foreman, who all his sons are named after him. He has, like, I think George Foreman, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I think. We have Jordan Diaz. Fun fact for anybody at trivia. There that goes at trivia. We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays. Rafael Devers. Like I said, baseball this year has been weird about the teams that have been winning, and it's like there's not really disparity throughout the league, but there is. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, there's definitely not talent-wise. Oh, no, I get what you're saying. I was going to say Bob Gibson, but I don't think that he would have looked, like, down upon it or whatever. Stone Garrett. Foil. We have Aroldis Chapman. Or been thinking that he wouldn't have his own identity kind of thing. I get what you're saying, though. We have Jordan Groshans. .938 out of 2023. Drew Waters for the Royals. Alex Bregman. Kyle Tucker. .391 out of 499. On the green foil. JT Realmuto. Eloy Jimenez on the silver foil. Freddie Freeman on the National League. Nolan Ryan. The only thing was at daycare, I had to get, whenever they were little, they were calling him JoJo, and I had to get them to stop calling my son JoJo. Like, nah, homie. We have Yoshida on the 1988. You can call, I mean, we call him Joseph. We don't even call him, like, his Hank Aaron. I'm Joey. I had a stepdad that was Joe, but, like, I could never, like, because of that, I could never upgrade to Joe or whatever. We have the Claim Your Free Tops Now card. Let's see. Running that off later. Chris Bryant on the home run call. Oh, I thought we were going to get another numbered foil. We got George Springer, Michael Toglia, Encarnacion, and Will Smith. Yeah, my sister's pregnant again, and they're naming their kid after my grandfather, but they're using the middle name River and gonna call him River. I'm not sure how I feel about it. So say my grandfather's name's Hans, or Hans, I should say. No, it's Hans. But Oof. In the box number 6. I mean, that makes sense why you have your middle name on your Facebook, man. Yeah, but my family's not from the South. I was going to say they're from Pittsburgh. I know it's definitely a big thing to use the middle name down south, but my in-laws and my wife's family calls my son Bubba. I don't know how much will stick with that. I guess it kind of depends how big of a kid he ends up actually being. Box numbers. Let's get into box number 6 here. Wasn't until around this point in the Series 1 case it started to heat up, so we'll see what happens here. We're going to have Yu Darvish. Pete Alonso for the Mets on the relic. 1988 relic. Max Scherzer. Andrew Vaughn on the silver foil. Have Aaron Judge on the advanced statistics. And David Ortiz. Have Satchel Paige on the Aces card. Oswald Peraza on the 1988. Gonna have another Topps Now code. You talking about your dad? I feel like I'm missing part of the conversation, or you meant to type something in your head and didn't type it out. We Roberto Clemente. We have Josh Harrison on the 13.99 out of 2023. Josh Harrison. Phillies. Pete Alonso. Yeah, my buddy actually that he was my roommate when I was in training in the Air Force. We have Miles Mastroboiani on the silver foil. David Ortiz. We have Adolis Garcia on the 9 out of 299 orange foil. He had a big issue because his dad owned like a remodeling company, and they had the same name. And his dad had like $5 million of debt or something like that, because he always carried a large amount of debt because of he'd remodel like mansions and stuff in Chicago. We have Bryce Harper. Like he was essentially flip houses. He'd buy like old, really big old houses and then flip them to like rich people. And Nolan Ryan on the Legend of the Game, but he had a couple houses that he just ended up renting out because he couldn't sell them or that he was sitting on or whatever else. And when he was going to get his clearance, the Air Force was doing a bunch of shit. So, about why he had a shit ton of debt or whatever. You need to like work all that stuff out with. You need to call like all the credit agencies and get a bunch of stuff taken off his credit report. He didn't even realize, like, he's only like an 18 or 19-year-old kid, so he didn't realize all his dad's stuff was on his credit. We got Randy Johnson. Not that he had like, it wasn't like it affected his credit score. Like he didn't have a bad credit score or anything from it. It just was like the Air Force was like, you have all this debt, like it's too much of a risk. We have 7 out of 299 to give you a clearance because if you have all this debt, like someone can offer you money and you might be willing to take it, like a foreign national or whatever. On to the Cardinals on the Wilson Contreras, Brian Ward. We have Enrique Hernandez. We have Adrian Beltre, Jeremy Pena, Logan Webb, and Lennon Sosa. Lennon. I'm assuming he's a Cuban player. Venezuela. Also makes sense. That puts us halfway through the case. Back half here. assume with everything being electronic now that they're a little bit better about that, because it's. But then again, there's a lot of people that don't use your social security number and do like soft pulls, so maybe not. We have Jonathan Aranda. We're going to have an autograph, and it's going to be for the Astros. It's going to be Yanner Diaz. 128 out of 199 on the baseball stars. Getting like caught on the sleeve for some reason. Nice hit there. I guess we'll have to finally dethrone Trout in the back. Carlos Correa on the silver. Foil. We're going to have Jazz Chisholm Jr. Joey Votto, National League All-Star. Have all aces. Kind of impressive he bought a house at 4 years old, though. Devin Williams. A batting average allowed against them. Wilson Contreras. Must have been the hardest working toddler ever. We're going to have 92 out of 299 and David Fletcher on the orange foil. We got Pedro Martinez on the blue. Going to Rob and the Red Sox. Four-seamer vertical rise, 53.2 inches. I don't know what that is. That's for like the whole time. I mean, obviously he's not raising his. I mean, maybe that's like the max it rose. I don't know. You got Matt Chapman on the 1988. Buster Posey on the National League All-Stars. Francisco Lindor on the pick a game home run challenge. We have Jake McCarthy on the silver foil. Mitch Haniger on the 1988 for the Giants. San Diego Padres on the 38 out of 72 Petco Park on the black. It's been a pretty decent break for the Astros. We got Joey Meneses on Mexico. Obviously, the Nationals' first baseman. Have a 1357 out of 2023 for the Chicago White Sox. Silver on the Oakland Coliseum. For the Athletics, Jeremy Pena, Dominican Republic card. going to be all the base for box number 7. The Series 2 case. We have Lennon Sosa, Alcantara, Kerry Carpenter, and Eloy Jimenez. Eloy. To box number 8. Oh, that's a hard one to answer, Jeff. Typically, yes. For every player, no. But it doesn't hurt. Okay, so it's not like a significant value, though. It's not like, oh, man, like, does it hurt the value a little bit? But it's not like a crazy hurt value, if that makes... I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it might be like, instead of getting, like, if he didn't get traded and popped off for the Padres, he might have... Well, first off, is James Wood popping off for the Nationals right now? Second off, if... Short answer is yes, but it's like a 95%. You'll get like 95 or 90% of the value depending on who the player is. It also depends what team they get traded to, because, for instance, like Trey Turner's rookie cards didn't do really well till he went to the Phillies, and a bunch of Phillies fans were buying up all his shit. So it's like, it really depends on what fan base gets the guy too. Like, a lot of Yankees know their players aren't homegrown, so Yankees fans are okay buying players from other teams. And then they'll just add him when he gets to a Yankees jersey into their collection later on if it's like a superstar. So it really just depends. I would say in James Wood's case, you're probably going to get like 90 to 95% of what you would have if you would have came up as a Padre. No, Ellie De La Cruz's first was with the Reds. Oh, if I was gonna say 295 out of 499, like Ellie would be an exception because like he's a top prospect. It's really like the almost the obscure guys that where like their value would jump. We got Nick Lodolo here, future stars for the Reds, and Steve out of 499. It's really hard to say because it like I follow obviously like the top guys, but I don't know what kind of hobby following some of the guys like secretly have. We have Anthony Rizzo on the silver, Sasaki. Some guys and just some teams just don't sell too, like Alec Thomas. Like a lot of guys for the Diamondbacks is they don't sell super well. We have Matt Olson on the memorabilia for the Braves. So like I could see where like if Corbin Carroll got traded, like his first Bowman value might drop down some. It's like as stupid as that sounds, like it doesn't make sense, but celebratory high five between Alec Thomas and I don't know who that is. I don't know who the other guy ever is in that picture. We have Byron Buxton on the All-Star. Now, if you're asking because you have that guy from the Boston and he was an Astro before Emmanuel or whatever, I can't. Was Emmanuel his last name or his first name? Like a guy like that, because the Red Sox fan base will collect him. Like his stuff will sell if he pops off. I think a lot of it has to do with like what fan base they got traded to. We got Manny Machado. Because that's where you're going to get the extra guys that are like just trying to collect cards outside of like prospectors. We have Hank Aaron for the Braves. And how much money that particular fan base puts in the hobby. I kind of use the Brewers as an example. We got Yordan Alvarez, but honestly, like the Midwest, Minnesota, like that whole area is like really big on collecting. Same with Chicago. Jameson Taillon. Like I bet you if you looked at like a heat map of where the biggest collectors are, you would go up north in the Midwest. Probably in like the Dallas, Houston area in Texas. Get some California stuff by LA. Some stuff up by San Francisco, like by where the major sports towns are, and then everything else would be like northeast. Like I really don't think a lot of dudes in the South collect that much, to be honest. Like I'm sure there's pockets, but we have Donnie Sands on the refractor. Drew Waters. I bet you there's probably less in the South than you would think. Maybe I'm wrong though. We have 942 out of 2023. Eloy Jimenez. Max Scherzer. Adley Rutschman for the Orioles. Home run challenge. Let's see what the silver pack gives us. Ryan Kreidler, O'Neal Cruz, Matt Wallner, and Nestor Cortez. In the box number 9 here. Alright. And we're going to get a baseball 1988 relic of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Andrew McCutchen. I'm a little stumped here with a little bit of memorabilia. Too much memorabilia, maybe. Have to get back on the autograph track here. Going to have David Ortiz on the American League Baseball All-Stars. Legends of the Game, Mariano Rivera on the black. That's going to be a 51 out of 299 going to Steve. Legends of the Game. Aaron Judge. Drew Rasmussen. Be the silver. Bobby Witt Jr. on the Favorite Sons of Texas. Kirby Puckett on the 1988. $25 out of 300, James Talion for the Cubs on the advanced statistics. We have Luis Robert for Cuba. George Brett on the American League All-Star. We have All Aces Logan Webb. Zach Gallen on the silver. We have Randy Johnson for the Mariners on the 1988. 1398 out of 2023, Randy Arozarena. Sorry. We have Hunter Brown, 1988. Oh, for the Astros. Craig Kimbrell on the 1960 out of 2023. For the Phillies, slid down a little bit there. Paul Goldschmidt. Cal Ripken Jr. We have Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. Ken Waldachuk, Paul Molitor, Garrett Cole, and Roger Clemens. That's going to be box 9. Boxes. See what box 10 can bring us, guys. I guess it's technically box 22. You have the silver Ahmad Rosario. Julio Rodriguez on the American League All-Star. Dansby Swanson on the favorite son of Georgia. Mookie Betts on the favorite sons of Tennessee. Blue border. Murakami. I think it's actually Murakami, but Randy Arozarena. Going to the Rays on a 1988. And Renee coming in big. Frank Thomas on the American League. And Drew Jameson on silver foil. Steve Carlton on the Aces for the Phillies. Oswald Peraza on the 1988. $12.38 out of 2023 for the Royals. Jarren Durant. Max Scherzer. Pete Alonso on the home run challenge. Jackie Robinson. Roberto Clemente. Steve Carlton again on the all aces. 2 in the same box. Got Joe Adele on the silver foil. Xander Bogaerts. Nolan Ryan, Jeff Bagwell, Tristan McKenzie, and David Hensley. Into box number 23 and box number 11 of the Series 2. Jose Ramirez on the American League. Greg Maddux for the Braves. Juan Soto for the Padres. Wilmer Flores on the 12/32 out of 2023. Chad Cool on the silver. We had Julio Rodriguez on the World Baseball Classic. 131 out of 199, Robin Yount for the Brewers. Fernando Tatis Jr. Anthony Rizzo, favorite son of Florida. Corbin Carroll on the sprint speed. Hayden Wesneski on the silver foil. Xander Bogaerts in the 1988. Jesus Aguilar on the 12 out of 50. Get a Mother's Day for the A's. Brian Ward. Manny Machado. .252 out of 2023 on the Michael Conforto. Nolan Arenado for the Cardinals. Hank Aaron on the National League All-Star. Luis Robert on the Home Run Challenge. The silver pack brings us. Adrian Beltre, Jeremy Pena, Logan Webb. We have a 14 out of 99 Senga on the Green Mojo. Kodai. One of the Mets and Austin Fishbach. Let's get into the last box of the break. Let's get an auto in the base cards and an auto in the silver pack to wrap it up. More packs. 5 more packs. We have Paul Goldschmidt. We have O'Neal Cruz. Max X of Velo was at 122.4. Miguel Vargas on the 1988. It was 17 out of 76. Jose Iglesias on Independence Day. Going to the Rockies and Austin Fishbach. Yamamoto. For the Royals, Salvador Perez on the memorabilia. Brian Ward and the Royals. Got Jeff McNeil for the Mets on the silver foil. Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the American League. And got Ricky Henderson on the Legends of the Game for the Ace. Pittsburgh Pirates, we're going to have a home field advantage on the O'Neal Cruz. It's going to Brian Ward. Just put him on the same little thing as Altuve for right now. And Francisco Alvarez. We have a 4 out of 72, Akil Baddoo. We have Adam Ottavino on on the silver foil, Pasquantino. World Baseball Classic when he played with Italy. I have Juan Soto. Kyle Schwarber on the home run challenge for the Phillies. Got Logan Gilbert on the silver foil and Pujols in the 1988. We have a 58 out of 299 National League All-Star Tatis Jr. on the black for the Padres. We have Jock Peterson on Israel. And let's get into the silver pack. Ozzie Albies, Eddie Murray, Mike Piazza, and Xander Bogaerts. Get these sleeved up, and then we'll go over all the hits for the break. I'm going to run through these quick. I'm just going to say names and kind of what the parallel is. We have Luis Ortiz, Mark Canha, the heavy lumber Stanton, Castillo on the bronze, Stevenson on the memorabilia, the blue Buxton, Pettit on the memorabilia, silver foil Harris II, Rodriguez on the bronze, Yordan Alvarez on the purple mojo, red foil for the Blue Jays, Miguel Cabrera on the memorabilia for the Tigers, Bryson Stott on the vintage stock for the Phillies, Fernando Tatis Jr. on the blue mojo, 1-2 punch Darvish Musgrove out of 299, Yelich on the red foil, Yelich on the man-made memorabilia, the green foil Votto, Alvarez on the blue. We have Christian Yelich on the material, Trout on the material, Stroman on the bronze, Arrays on the bronze, Lowe on the orange foil, the bronze Burns, Martinez on the blue, Fletcher on the orange foil, Trout on the advanced statistics, Contreras on the black, Garcia on the orange foil, Harrison on the bronze, Alonso on the memorabilia, Horner on the green foil, the bronze Drew Waters, Guerrero Jr. on the memorabilia, Yoshida on the black out of 299, Maldonado on the orange, Kirk on the bronze, and Jimenez on the advanced statistics. I think that's what that is, yeah. We're going to have Nolan Ryan out of 50 on the memorabilia, Rutschman on the memorabilia, Contreras on the red foil, Severino on the bronze, Aguilar on the vintage, Aranda on the blue mojo, Togli on the bronze, Hensley on the green foil, Ryan Howard out of 299 on the commemorative memorabilia for home run RBI leader, the Rays on the bronze, Suarez on the bronze, Gallo on the green foil, Chipper Jones on the memorabilia, the black Fernando Tatis Jr., the black Baddoo. We're going to have Perez on the major league material. Independence Day for Iglesias, Independence Day for Goldschmidt, Conforto on the bronze, Mother's Day Aguilar, the black Yount, Flores on the bronze. The Royals on the bronze. The camo, Bradish. Mookie Betts on the blue, favorite Sons of Tennessee. Craig Kimbrell on the bronze. Arozarena on the bronze. Italian on the advanced statistics. Mariano Rivera on the black border out of 299. McCutcheon on the 1988 memorabilia. Going to have Bassett on the bronze. Italian on the bronze. Olsen on the Major League material. Green foil, the bronze White Sox, and the black Padres. Getting into the hit board. We have Bailey Falter on the Baseball Stars autograph. Ethan Small on the Baseball Stars autograph. Senga on the green Mojo. Burdick on the Baseball Stars autograph. Pujols on the orange Mojo. Rutschman on the green foil. I have a Arozarena on the 1988 autograph base. Seth Brown on the black Baseball Stars, which is going to be out of 199. Yanner Diaz out of 199 for the Astros on the black Baseball Stars. Favre on the 1988. Home field advantage Cruz. Home field advantage Altuve. And then the Corbin Carroll black, which is going to be out of 199 on the 1988 from Series 1 on card. So big hit right there for Robbie Coleman. Overall, I think it was a pretty solid break for Hobbies. This has had some big hits throughout. Obviously, congratulations to the hitters. For those that didn't hit, better luck next time. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a good night and be safe. I'll catch you tomorrow for the football select break as well as hopefully the Bowman break. I'll post some sort of mixer when the Panini 3 and 2 comes in tomorrow. It'll have some Series 2 with it as well as some other things, I think. I might just actually post a Series 2 hobby or jumbo case, and then I'll do a mixer with the 3 and 2. That's probably what I'll do tomorrow. I'll figure it out tomorrow, post an interest post. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.